frequency.
Let's
So,
stop streaming.
sorry?
Nothing.
That's fine
Sorry,
because I just
first
started, so I'm here.
start I create, no, oh, sorry. Not making any sense here. Uh, Oh, anyway, it wasn't calling any part. So I create an object, right? To start, and then I create a for loop saying let I equals 0. I street the length because we wanna go through the whole uh, map or letter. For instance, in this example, right? Saying that this is what we want to go through. Hello world.
Yeah, but remember
So,
the last time we went through this too, that we also have to identify the capitals within the word.
yeah, yeah. But in this case, in this specific problem, they make a mistake
In
on
the test.
the test. They put capital and it's supposed to be just lowercase.
Okay.
So we had to change that because there is not a way that you can move forward if you don't change that. And Jimmy also mentioned that on Slack
Okay.
that was a mistake. So I create the regular for loop, So let I equals 0, I
Timsy, I
less
need you to
than
not
length,
mute right now.
I plus plus, as we know. And then I say follow the what I can on here return a frequency the marked letter string for each letter in a string. So I say if string I is not, what was it? Is this the one? Why is it not running?
Running. It's probably an issue with the test.
Yeah. No. I wasn't. I mean, like I was trying to move the. It wasn't moving. So a string I is not equal to string a space with a space, like because we don't want a space in between. That's the thing. We don't want a space in between of the map of letter.
Mm-hmm.
So then we say if a string I is not equal string and object. So we take in that case we take object square bracket string I to lowercase is not is equal and defined because for sure we don't know what is object right now, right? So we have to say that it's undefined.
So we're comparing that this entire if statement, that both statements in the if statement are correct.
Yes.
What is? Hold on. So you're checking uppercase and lowercase. To
Yeah.
uppercase equals object to lowercase.
So and then I say
Oh, if it's not and if it is. Okay, sorry, I didn't understand for a second what was happening.
yeah. And then I say because we wanna at first when I was looking on the and probably if I take this off it will also run. But I put this part because I saw the uppercase in the test, so I was trying to say that object string I that uppercase is equal to lowercase, right? To not make a comparison, it's just like to say that they both are the same, even when they weren't because there was the uppercase on the O. Let me
Can you
go
go to the
to
test?
this is letter count.
Mm.
So before it was uppercase here and here. So that's what I did. What else? That's what I did the uppercase, right? But because we changed that after a suggestion, so we not actually need it. However, I left that and still work. I left this part and still work because it's not checking anything. because we don't have uppercase on the test, right, on the problem. And then, so I close that. I go equal to lowercase square bracket, and I say all your string to lowercase equal one else all your string I lowercase plus equal one. So because we had to increment one time. So in case that this is not true, I want you to do this, but each time increment one, and it works. I mean, I get this also with the I can't remember the name, but um, I can't remember. Katie, something like that. I can remember. We were doing together this one because it was tricky. If I check, MPA test. Sorry, this is one
Yeah.
is a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Second.
this is lower count.
And
And
yeah, 1 second.
where is that one?
Where is my thing? That's not it. Where is it?
But now that's it passed. It passed before, but I did something on the another part that has been changing this. I don't know why. And the last problem, I think so. Non-divisional, lower content, and lower lungs. And here, there is something here that has changed for some reason. I don't know why. This part.
Correctly ignore spaces.
I don't know if it made too much sense. Let me check if I do.
The whole undefined part throws me off.
The undefined part?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put undefined because we don't know what is object, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from there, you say object string I, that lowercase, but we don't know what is object, so we equal to undefined. So you start from zero, and you start. That's why you add each time. Is this true? Well, just equal one. If not, well, start adding one to each element.
Mm.
I found a question because we had just done this question in a previous lab, and I found it
Can you
in
share
the
it?
object lab.
Can you share your screen?
It's like literally the same.
You're lying. No way.
No, it's literally the same thing.
Yeah, you go ahead.
And we had just done it in the objects lab.
The comparisons. So the and is what's throwing me off because can't we be? Wouldn't it be easier to just have one statement to do everything? Like, why is it both? That's the part that's confusing me. Like, why do we have to check both conditions?
Or let.
It's the same, right?
Yeah, it's the same. Let chart.
Not exactly. Can you scroll down a little?
I mean, they both do the exact same thing, so it's kind of the same. Yeah.
But the code is so different.
Well, this is my code. It's different. Yeah.
If
Count occurrence, no space.
if index is a less string, less than the length of the string. One, yes, let chart the string. The element to lowercase. Else if object has home property. Increment 1, else equals 1.
I'm about to copy paste this.
See what happens if you copy paste it.
Count occurrences, no spaces.
Because we're allowed to do that for the actual exam, so.
Temzine is like, I already know how I'm about to shake and bake this test.
Like, legit. That's how the real world is, too. Like, in the real world.
Google everything. Google your soul.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like, everyone just copy paste. That's what my girlfriend tells me, too. She's like, dude, I just copy paste.
Tell her to get a mask of you and take your test for you.
Dude, she probably could.
Wait, just make sure there's nothing you have to
She's too moralistic for that, sadly.
Oh, that's good. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing.
Pass. Go and check. Because still, I don't know what is tricking out my
10 passed.
You get passed.
Let's check. It looks like it.
You're lying.
I think it passed. I think yeah.
Wow.
Go back to the code. Go back to the code.
Let me see the thing again.
Go back to
It's literally the same question.
Yeah, but I had something here that is not passing, and I don't know.
Can you copy paste that in chat?
Oh my god, Tipsy. No, but yeah, I second that. Can you paste that in chat? Like I agree.
Like what? I'm definitely not like objects is definitely my weak point right now.
We didn't spend a lot of time with it. Like as much as they said that we're gonna really be at an objects lab, we didn't. We had a bunch of like speakers coming in and stuff like that. So there was that.
Well, wait. Okay, got it. Yeah.
This looks cleaner too. But I gotta like understand it first.
I do all my code line by line. So if I can't do it line by line, when people have like all their code like all together,
first, and then I do it.
Yeah, I'm a big pseudocoder.
You posted in the thing because there is something that's still not passing, and I wanna.
Yeah, it's in chat. She posted it in chat.
Yeah.
I know.
Let me see if mine passes.
A little bit. Let me.
Water hell. Dude, you guys got to get a 32-inch screen at least. It's so helpful.
I'm about to whole use my television. I'm not even holding you.
Like
I'm about to see all my 4 loops in 4K. Like it's just about to be like that.
It's so much nicer. Like I'm not all out. I was like, oh, $600 from the government? Throw this at a screen.
Listen.
Because the screen that they gave us is just like I'm like looking at it. I'm like I can't see this from an angle.
I'm whole like copying it, but like I'm gonna have to break everything down for later.
Yeah. I gotta see if it even runs on mine.
Oh, I need this. Get out of here.
Oh wow. Uh-oh. I feel like they probably stitched these problems from other questions and then slightly changed some of them.
That's exactly what happened.
Because it feels like they were pretty lazy, and plus they came out with this pretty quickly.
They're probably gonna do the same thing with the regular exam.
Yeah, probably. I'm hoping that's what happens.
If that's the case, then we're all gonna pass.
Just like with minor.
We're not gonna even take the test. We're gonna be like, oh, I did this already. Copy paste. I assure you, no one. If it's the same things that we've gone over, no one's typing anything out. I mean, I might, because, you know, I have morals, but.
Flips hair.
It's a possibility. No.
Well,
Like,
like,
the
I
only.
wonder how much harder Module 2 is supposed to even be.
I don't know if it's going to be
right?
harder. I think it's going to require us start implementing, like, real world stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I'm better at, like, putting things together than I am at, like, hey, solve this problem that possibly doesn't mean anything. I think if they were like, hey, you have to create something that checks for passwords for a user. I think if we, why is my dog here? Like, why, Kari? There's no space.
Why are you confused?
There's no space in front of me. She literally went under my dress and sat in front of me, and I was like, she's rubbing her face on my knees. Kari, like, hi, mama. Can you go away for now? No? Okay. Anyway, I think if we were implementing it in like a real world way, like I would understand it more. Okay, oh, this is how I do a password protection sort of setup. Or, oh, cool, this is how I create autocompletes for, I don't know, like a social media site. You know what I mean?
That'd be even harder, in my opinion.
Really? For me, like, it's easier. Because I'm like, oh, okay, I know what's happening here. Otherwise, I'm just like, why am I solving for things I don't understand? Why do I have to grab zeros and L's? Like, I don't like.
But why do I need to take out all the vowels?
Right.
when are we ever gonna do that?
That's true.
Yeah. You know, but you know, one step at a time. Because this is how the interview stuff goes.
How many classes have we had so far?
25.
25, really?
Yeah. Did you love learning new languages? It's so fun.
Doesn't even feel like 25.
I mean, the only reason I know is because Rob, you know, made it very clear today.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the next one? Seeing as in this works.
I'm just eyeballing it.
Wait, have you looked at this? Does this make sense to you?
Huh?
Does this make sense to you? Are you looking at? Have you looked at this?
No. This makes sense to me. We've done this, so I get it. When it was just me and you in the room, and I first saw your like stuff, I was like, Grace, we were supposed to be drinking. Like, what do you mean? Like, what is this? What are you showing me? Yeah.
I was trying to do it without looking at the answer because I knew I had the answer.
No,
in
that's
the
good.
Yeah.
No, it's better for yourself if you're cheating yourself if you look at the answer. What's the point?
Yeah.
Well, that's not how the real world works.
Yeah, I know, but I like going through like the mental process of like trying
You wanna stress yourself out?
Yeah, because then it's like mental training for myself, and then eventually I get used to it.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
And then like next time we have like a problem like this, I'd be like, oh, I know what to do. You know what I mean?
Problem? This is no problem. I got this.
Dude, the amount of caffeine and tea I've had today is too much.
I'm a caffeine addict.
Okay, guys, relax. Calm it down. I say that as I go and prepare a cup of coffee, right?
I just might.
Wait, tomorrow are we actually reviewing anything or doing anything?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Do we have like a meeting tomorrow?
All day?
I was about to whole stream my calendar. Let me not do that. Let me check my phone.
Oh yeah, don't dox yourself.
I was about to be like, guys, you want to follow me on my journey of my calendar? Okay.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Because you say here if char equal
Empty string.
string,
Mm-hmm.
and then you open curly bracket, but you don't put anything inside.
Yep,
And then
you don't need it.
You don't have to run anything for this condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't want the space, so we're not going to do anything.
Got it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to write it like that. That's just how I did it. Just
Let me scroll up a little bit. I want to see what the question says.
Do you guys know what the BTS peer programming is?
You
That's
try to
from 7 to 8 tomorrow.
understand why Or
The
are you?
BTS airport? No, I don't know what that
Oh
is.
my god, did anybody do this VTS pre-reading? Were we supposed to submit something?
Isn't it due tonight?
Yes, I did not do this. Did you do it?
We're supposed to read it and then do what?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Tamzy.
I haven't done it. You can go to it.
Sorry. What was supposed to read?
Apparently we had to do a VTS pre-reading. It's some type of article. I'm looking at it now. Hold on.
And when we say that?
It's on the calendar. I don't
Oh,
know.
really?
I don't know.
Read it. Someone read it and give me an answer.
Oh my god. I don't know if we're supposed to like submit anything. Maybe we're just supposed to read. But I'm gonna check Canvas in like 2 minutes. Hold on.
I'm checking.
Okay, right now, all we're supposed to do is just read it.
Oh, okay. Done. Sure.
Read it and submit one takeaway that you plan to apply to your own pair programming practice.
So we have to submit something?
Yeah.
What?
What kind of text entry? I'm looking at it right now.
Pair programming is a
Oh, yeah, there is.
You have to press submit.
Pair programming is a software development practice in which two programmers work together on the same task.
Wow,
So
that's so stupid.
So we have to pair program tomorrow. Is it with each other, or are we doing this with like someone else?
I thought this was one of those industry readiness things where we listen to people talk.
Oh, is that it? Because that would be great. Because it keeps saying that mandatory VTS programming, pair
That's
programming.
just what I thought.
Yes.
Sorry, what?
But that's supposed to happen today or tomorrow?
The pair programming event is tomorrow, but submitting, I guess whatever we have to submit is due tonight by midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, Alex. Me too.
I'm like looking at this article and I'm like browsing it really quickly right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
Okay.
I feel bad for anybody who like tuned in to like watch us code because they're watching us talk about what we have our deadlines.
Next time, I think I'm gonna hold these programming sessions afterwards, but the criteria will be you're gonna be in my Twitch, by the way. So if you want to come in, you'll be in my Twitch.
There you go.
When you agree.
Bad decisions should be exponentially. I love that they use words that they don't have to use. And by when I say they don't have to use it, it's literally a repetitive sentence. I'm like, why did you have to emphasize this twice to me? You know, not important. I don't know why. I just felt the need to share that with you guys, but I don't know why.
I don't know what to write. I'm just trying to think of bullshit to write.
I know what I'm gonna be like. What I am going to apply to my pair programming practice is open communication with my partner. Because that is one of the things they listed.
Oh, that's a cheat code. That's how you should handle every relationship.
Open communication.
No, but like that's what they're trying to say.
Okay.
One of them.
Gotcha.
Oh, pair programming is programming out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get my rubber ducky. Me and Totem is gonna have a whole conversation. I'm like, do you know how to solve this, Totem? Yeah.
Is that what your ducky is called?
Yeah,
Totem?
his name is Totem. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are your duckies called, guys?
Yo, I threw mine away somewhere. I don't know where.
You've just insulted me, Tamzy. I'm offended.
Like, I don't know where it is.
Mm-mm.
The thing is, I'm scared of things with eyes, so...
What? So you don't like yourself? Are you afraid of
No,
you?
like, if it's an inanimate object, like a doll or something, I'm freaked out by it.
Oh yeah, I'm not a dolphin. Oh my god, Tamzy, let's become better friends. I hate dolls. They freak me out.
Dude,
They absolutely scare
it
me.
all stems from a childhood trauma of hearing a Teletubby
Say-
doll,
oh,
like,
no.
I have a gun.
I was about to be like same, but it wasn't a Teletubby. It was a friend of the family. Like she was older than me, and I was just like, oh, like I saw her as a big sister, and she like went to play Barbies, which I was never like a Barbie person, but I was like, oh, you want to play? Let's like come on, whatever, let's play. She put Jello and Kool-Aid in the doll and then ripped the limbs apart, and then the Jello and the Kool-Aid came out. She was like, you didn't know that dolls were real people, and I was young enough to be gullible, and I was just like, I don't believe you, but this is horrifying. And I didn't like them before, but I really didn't like them after. Now
Then
everyone knows a little bit more about me. That's so great. I should have. Yeah, good. I'm glad I shared the story.
Um. So, how far you are on the hmm,
project.
on the yeah in this lab?
Oh, just that
Oh
fourth
yeah,
question.
that's where I am
I
too.
don't want to ask about the project because I'm not even started the project.
But we
I
should
haven't.
I think I'm
really,
gonna start tonight.
but we should really address that because literally everybody's getting ready for the assessment, but a
Yeah.
lot of people have not touched the project. But I feel like that's going to be harder than the first one, so we should definitely start
But
like.
they're gonna let us retake the assessment regardless.
It's true. Why would they
So
have everything
like,
so close together? Like that's really annoying.
but what I'm thinking about it is this assessment that we're gonna have is my practice assessment.
Okay, that's one way to see things.
I can't do that. I'm a perfectionist.
Same. I was stressed out about having like color problems on my first project. Like you can't tell me that like the test is like a practice. Like I go into full anxiety mode immediately. Like stressed out, can't sleep, like everything.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I'm so chill right now is because I have some courage.
I'm part of team hashtag all cold no sleep.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna start calling this stream. Okay, so let's move on to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Longest word. Did anybody already attempt it?
I think Alexander did.
Which one?
Longest word. Or is that what we're on right now?
Yeah, what are you up to, Alexander?
Uh, Longest word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a joke too.
Okay.
Let me see.
So what do we know? We know we're returning a string, right? We know that we have a parameter of a string, which is an array. So words is an array that contains words. All right.
No, mm,
Oh, I see. We want the longest word.
Right. Which is this is what me and Alex were like working on before we went back into
oh
the
yeah,
main
yeah.
room.
This is the problematic.
Yeah. So Alex, you should probably share your screen because let's work through what you already have, like if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I want to try to do my own thing right here. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
figure this out.
I was whiteboarding it and what I wrote down, I mean I erased it now, but it made sense, but when I put it into logic, it didn't pass the test.
So
So we are we have an empty variable. We have a variable that's set to an empty string. We're setting I to 0, and then if I is less than the array's length, we are incrementing it. If I so this is where I was having the problem. Is the reason this test isn't passing because the condition in the for loop is incorrect, or are we supposed to be returning something else?
So what I see in your for loop is what doesn't make sense to me is the fact that the if statement I is greater than words bracket I.
So
You're saying that the number of the index is greater than the element that the index is at.
so what we did first, we took out the brackets I. We took that out completely, and we ran that, and it brought back the empty string. Then we tried to target the array itself, right? So we put the bracket back in, but we were like, okay, let's see if we change the condition within the if statement. Let's say if we wanted to get the second index of the array, if it would bring that back, but it also didn't bring back anything. Does that make sense? Like we wanted to see just what would happen if we took that out, or what would happen if we targeted something within the words array itself.
Mm-hmm.
And both times it
my
didn't pass the
issue
test.
here is like because we know what is array, and I know how to get into the array. I know how what to take in the array if I need to take something in the array.
Uh-huh.
But the problem is not just the array; it's itself, each element. depend on each element how many index has. I mean, like each string, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many index has. So that's why you have to take either if it's greater than 4, you took hello and curry
Mm-hmm.
because that are the longest words.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to compare first word and then saying the index. And that's what I say. If I is greater than, and before I was putting the second index here, the second element.
Mm-hmm.
So new word plus equal 1. So it will give me hello and curry because they are the longest words in the array. It wasn't working. And the thing is, I just don't know how to access to the index inside of the string.
Yeah. Um.
A part of me feels like, I don't know, the bracket I is bothering me, but I don't know what else to do because originally I thought to take out um the bracket, take out the index that we have within the bracket, and take out the brackets also, and maybe that would fix it, but that didn't. Hold on, maybe I should write this down.
Wait,
Probably. Hold on, my dog
uh,
is.
is that right, or is that you're still working on it?
It's
No, we're
not
still
right.
working.
It's
It's
not
not
right.
right.
It didn't pass.
Uh,
Like, Tamzy, do you have an idea? Like, how would you solve this?
no, I need to tackle it. I need to actually look at it. I'm gonna write out a bunch of pseudocode first.
Because
Return the longest word in the array.
Sure.
if we
Okay.
start,
So how about we do that? Alex, how about you comment everything out and let's do it line by line. Let's do it together. And let's maybe we just missed something.
Return the longest word. Wait, how do you do that again? Comment everything out like that?
It's command slash.
Oh,
Kari, can I help you? Mama, I don't have nothing. Go get your food or something.
this is
I wish I had a pet.
this one.
You wish you had a pet? I mean, they're nice until they're doing things like what she's doing right now.
No, I just wish I had a cat or something.
Oh,
Because,
sorry.
like, I've been home since March.
You know, if you had your ducky.
No shit. That shit holds mold.
Okay.
Oh, so
Oh no.
so you see, it's not returning anything. However, if
Can you go to in your test, see what it's saying. Is it still returning just the empty string?
here,
Yeah, like can you run your test? I want to see what the error says.
what you want me to run npm
Yeah,
or not?
npm test, or clear it first, clear your console, and then run npm test, so we can like clear out all the previous stuff.
I think the test for this problem is
Not working.
not. Yeah, it's not really doing what it's supposed to. Like it's.
But I know that
Did it pass?
no,
Can you go to the longest? Yeah.
it's this one. What? No.
No.
No. I wonder if Dooman has experience from coding already, because he's like, he's
It's possible.
like crazy good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some
let's
people
see.
who've been like doing coding for a while, but they're just now learning like JavaScript.
Longest. No, this is not.
Like I know C sharp, but like that. I mean, I know C++, but that's not helping me with this whatsoever. Like
Really?
not even almost. Yeah.
It's not like the same concept though, like the basic concepts.
The most part, but JavaScript has methods that C++ like is not the same. You know what I
It's
mean?
the same for Ruby. Ruby's like
Yeah.
And
it's got methods and ideas that they don't really use in JavaScript, which
Yeah.
makes JavaScript harder than Ruby.
JavaScript is real like loosey goosey. Like JavaScript is like, oh, you want to do that? Here's 14 ways. Figure it out. I'm like, but if I miss a comma though, like it's not figuring it out. JavaScript. C++ is like straightforward, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. I want to learn other programming languages. I just don't want to do it at the same time I'm learning this because I've never coded before.
Hmm.
So I don't want to confuse myself.
Yeah, no, one thing at a time.
Yeah,
Because once you perfect one thing, you start to see the similarities, and you can separate it. Because
Yeah.
when I first learned C++, I learned C++. I was trying to like get into Python at the same time, and I was like, oh no, like this is nope, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm even in this program. If it wasn't this program, it would be App Academy, where I'd be out through $28,000.
Yeah, no. I'm glad you found Pursuit, bro.
Like, even if we fail the first module, at least we don't pay anything as a result.
Sir, I don't know what that word is. Fail. Excuse me.
okay, which one
Fail.
we are working with?
We're doing letter, not letter count.
Longest word.
Longest word.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. Right? Fail. It usually means that you're trying to what? Just encountered an unexpected token. Yeah, it's probably a problem with the test.
Yeah, but I haven't. I'm not even in the text. I was doing. I'm checking in something else. Oh, right here. Okay. So
Man, this jacked up test, they could have given us something better.
let me take this off, and now let's gonna run again.
Mm-mm.
I'm probably out in a bit.
Yeah, me too.
It's already 10.
I said I'm out, but I'm literally gonna still be working on this. But I just have to do something
Yeah, no, I'm
else.
same way.
Um,
I'm gonna try to actually start my project.
I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I want to read over some more documentation on some of these things, and I need to drink some water. Like that's the real plan. Like I need, I need my brain back. It's out here and letting me down.
Okay, right here. See,
Expected love, received empty string.
it's taking the string at first that we are putting right
Hmm.
because to return a string. But whatever is inside the string, which is the hello or query, or either just one letter, one word, is not returning, and that's it had to be here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do, why are you doing plus equals 1? Wouldn't it be plus equals word index I?
I did that before and didn't work. I could try it again. You say new word equal I.
Yeah, plus equal I.
Oh, okay, guys, I'm out. I'll call you guys later, or I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Alright. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
So no, I wouldn't do that. First of all, the line 14 on the if statement,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense. You're saying that the index is greater if the index is greater than the element.
Which is
Then
okay,
word, basically.
not
You're
to cut
comparing
you,
a number to a word.
not to cut you off, Grace, but that was the first thing that we like took care of. Like so, when we were working on it, the first thing we did was redo the condition, redo that,
Mm-hmm.
and it still failed the test.
Um,
Like I'm not sure. Like we even changed from greater to less. Like we tried just manipulating the condition.
Yeah.
because we want to compare the length of words to, compare the length of each word to every other word in the array.
Mm-hmm.
So try words I dot length or something.
So erase the entire condition in the parentheses, Alex.
And then instead of I in the bit, wait, hold on, what just happened?
Wait, Alex, can you erase that? And we could just rewrite the condition in there.
Sure.
So, oh wait, no, wait. Just what's in the parentheses, erase.
Oh,
I was like, oh, we about to lose all the curly braces. Hold on.
that's easy.
It's true.
So let's compare, because we want to compare each word, right? We want to compare one word to another word, and we want to compare the length of each word.
Yeah.
So if
So what I would do is words bracket 0.
instead of index,
Yeah.
okay, but why? Because we want to target the entire index, the entire array.
Each element.
Okay.
We want each element because each element is a word.
Okay.
And then dot length right there.
Mm. Dot
Right here?
length. Yeah. So dot length after the bracket. Yeah.
So this is the first index, right? So let's just pretend like the first index is what? Cat. So we want to get the length of cat. That's going to be 3, right? So let's say that's, I don't know, what? Less than? Less than. Let's say less than. Less than words bracket.
Hold on. Let's then a square bracket.
Words bracket.
Bracket.
Wait, hold on.
So type out the word words.
Yeah, the parameter. The array.
Here, words, square bracket 0,
Dot length
then
less than space words. Yeah.
Bracket. I. Outside the bracket, dot length.
So if words.
So I want to compare the first index to the rest of the entire array for each loop, right? Eventually, when the loop stops, we're going to get to the end of the array. And we're going to compare every word to the first one. Let's just say, let's pretend, right? So when words I is bigger than word 0, when that happens, what we want to do is replace new word. So new word is going to be equal to words I. Yeah, and then the I in brackets. So it will only replace new word every time the word in the array is longer than the first one. I'm assuming. I don't know how to work this. This is like how I'm thinking. It's definitely on somewhere along the lines like this. Like we need to.
Well, Alex, break it down. Like, do you understand what's happening in front of us? Alex, let's go through line by line because maybe like you'll like so you can recognize it. Me too. Like I'm doing the same thing.
I was thinking like on here, like I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking. And if word 0 dot length is greater than word I,
that's less than. It's less than. If words index 0 dot length is less than words.
it's less than words I, because why you are calling again length?
It's just comparing. It's comparing one element by another element. Well, within the same array.
Yeah, but you already here saying like if word 0 dot length is less than word I, so normally for this for loop it will change each time, right? It will comparing. So we don't have to. Do we have to again call that length? That's what confusing for me.
I only think that we need the dot length because we want the longest word. So we always need to find the length of each word, like each element.
Mm.
Like we want to find the length of each element. So does that make sense? Am I making sense right now?
It
No, no,
makes
no, no.
sense, but
It makes
it's
sense.
just
It makes
seeing it
sense.
within the entire function and how it's working within the function, right? And then we're returning the new variable with with the element of words, right? So
A minute. Mhm. It's not doing anything. Oh, hold on, hold on. Oh my god. Which one was that? Okay.
this dot only stuff, like when we first like saw it, I was like, oh, that's cool. But I'm like, that's
Well,
a
still
lot of
not doing
work.
anything.
Do npm test and see what happens instead of like the node thing.
Like I know that that code is not complete, but it has to be somewhere along the lines of that. Like
Maybe we'll get something different as the result in the expected and the received. 11 pass. That's fine.
Longest word.
So look, it received Corey, but expected hello, which is crazy because they're both the same length. So
that's ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
that
test is
doesn't make sense.
faulted. This test is not like great because, as far as I'm concerned, like those are the correct results, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless it wants you to print both of them. Like, do they want both hello and Corey? But that's not what it's saying. It's saying that it wants one rather than the other, but we can't do that without targeting that
No,
exactly. So the
it's
test,
not
it works.
saying if we're gonna take hello. Each time that he recognizes that it's greater than, I don't know, the cat,
Hmm.
you have to print it. Doesn't matter if hello on is first and Corey or Corey is the after hello. You
Hmm.
have to print both of them.
Listen, if that was the case, it would show that the expected was both. It's saying one rather than the other, and that's incorrect because that's not what they want the return to be. Oh wait, it says returns hello actually.
Look here
I
on
just noticed that it says returns hello.
where is the part was the longer west. Uh,
What I would do is I would just change the word in the test that it's expected. No, I'm kidding.
because before, you know what I'm saying? Because before I was testing and it was saying also hello and Corey, and now it's not saying that, which is
No,
weird.
it's just at the test. There's something wrong with the test. Like I'm sure of it because based off of what it's asking us, it's saying just to grab the longest word, right? So
Yeah,
it's one of the longest words. It's not saying to grab both of the longest words. I mean, in the example, it says hello, but that's just the example. Like that's just to like get your mind working on what you need to do, right?
hmm
They're both what 6 characters, 5 characters each. If it's printing one of the two, I would say that that's correct. I
got it.
would bring it to the
Just that's why
attention
I'm not
of
taking
Jimmy
this
or
one.
Myra tomorrow and be like, hey, somebody messed up the test, fix it. No, don't do it like that. But but it's passing. To me, that's a pass.
Yeah, they're literally the both same length.
Yeah.
Like
hmm It's breaking. Say, return the longest word in the array. I should go to the early word. Because that's a part of the orientation. You have to be the
The
early
earlier
word,
word.
not the second word.
Oh, all right. So I guess that's not it. I guess I lied. So let's keep working on the problem.
Mm.
All right. So at least we know that to grab the longest the string with the longest characters, we have to use that length. So that part's taken. So what do we do now to that it grabs hello instead of Corey? Because it would be the would it be the order in which the loop is running?
But hello would come before Corey in the loop.
It would.
Yeah,
So
but he didn't stop. He continued.
Mm-hmm. So do we say? Should we don't know.
should we do greater or equal? If words dot length is greater, it's less than or equal, and maybe I'll grab the first one.
Over here?
So in our if statement, if words index 0 or element 0 dot length, yeah, put the equal with that as well, and let's run the test again.
I thought you will do that like on the first part.
Maybe. If that doesn't work, we'll try that.
Well, then it's not doing anything.
Okay, so let's put it in the first part. Let's put it in the for loop.
Hold on, let me just check what
Okay.
it's saying.
Expected hello Corey got undefined. That's what it said.
No, it wasn't that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello. All right, so yeah, let's put it in the for loop.
Don't get messy.
Imagine it's just like, oh, you tried it. Still nothing.
Nope. Still not taking that one.
All right, so that made no difference at all.
I really think it's just the test that's messed up.
Yeah, it's very possible.
And now I don't find that. Okay, longest word.
It's really bothering me now, though.
And now it says that
Dot length. What? Cannot read property dot length of undefined.
Why is it saying that all of a sudden?
I don't know. Take out the equal. I mean, that's the only thing that we've changed. And then run the test again and see like if that's still there. It's literally the only thing that's been different.
great.
That's so strange. Why does the equal affect it?
They're literally the same length. It doesn't even make any sense. I'm gonna skip this question. That actually doesn't make sense. Hello and Corey are literally the same length. They're both 5. They both have 5. You know, like elements. Like that's ridiculous.
This is really, really upsetting me right now. Like, because what if there is a solution, and I just don't have the capacity to understand, like right now.
In this case, you will not use if or were include. That include age, because that's another kind of statement to say like, I want this specific thing.
Yeah.
Include age will return new word equal words I. Here saying that the statement, right? If was square bracket 0 that len less than word I that len and yeah.
Oh, and words I dot length is greater than new word dot length. How about that?
Are you testing that, or you are saying you will say it again?
Yeah. In the if statement,
Yeah.
Another condition is and new word dot length is less than words I dot length.
Yeah, here.
Right after it.
After here, what you want me to put?
And new word dot length is less than words I dot length.
Hold on. Wait.
So what you say? What?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was about to say, can we not have the I dot length within the same bracket? There we go. If words, so if both conditions are correct, new word dot length less than words I dot length.
Because what I was saying, and I don't know if it worked in this case. I was saying hold on. And new word that include.
Here's the thing: we are Never mind. Never mind. It's never mind. I was gonna complain about what was within the if function, the if statement, but that's the result of if both conditions are true.
It worked for me. My test passed.
Works?
Yeah.
We'll be the
Uh-huh.
judge of that, Grace. We're gonna try it now.
It's less than word I dot length.
And it printed Corey. I mean, it printed hello instead of Corey.
I don't know. It just has its green check marks.
We're really out here
Okay,
blind. We're really out
whatever.
here just flying blind. Like that's what it feels like. Wow. I'm unsubscribing from JavaScript, guys.
The thing is, I don't. Why you say less than word at length?
Because okay, so the new word dot length, the first iteration, it's empty. It's 0. There is nothing in new word the first time. Word I, the first one, will be word 0, right? Which is the same thing as cat. And cat has 3, right? 3 elements. So 3 is greater than 0, right? And then, so both of the tests pass in the if statement. So the new word becomes cat. So now new word has 3 elements, which is cat, right? Let's go to the next one, bird. Bird has more elements than word 0, which is cat. Cat is 3, bird is 4. And then in next half,
we have 5.
New word is now cat.
Well, bird.
We updated that in the last one. And new word is cat, which is 3 elements, and bird, and we're comparing it to bird. If cat is less than bird, we're gonna update the new word to be bird.
Right, and then that's now where the loop comes in. Now it's comparing bird to hello.
And then it'll keep updating it only if the statement is true.
Right.
Only if the next iteration is longer than new word.
Okay.
So then hello is going to replace bird.
And then it's going to compare.
I don't know. They're both the same, so I have no idea.
Which is why I was thinking the equal with the greater less than comparisons would make sense, but it didn't do anything. And then when it gets to do, it recognizes that it's not the same. It's not greater than or less than, actually.
I'm still I understand your explanation, but
so Alex, remember, was it yesterday or the night before? We were looking at loops and how it's comparing the numbers in the chart.
Yeah.
Like, it compares it to the previous, and if that is bigger than, it adds it, right? It's the same concept, except for instead of doing it with numbers, it's comparing the elements in each string. Does that make sense? So that's what this is.
Yeah, but here we say words 0, so we start the first dot length is less than word I.
Right, which is also 0 to start with, right?
So when new word become an and cat in this case, new
So
word and a cat.
so it's checking new word against the array. So new word dot length, if it's less than the elements of the array's length, right? That's what it's checking for. That's what it's checking for in the loop. So our if statement is connected to our for loop. Is that what you're asking?
I'm not sure what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Maybe I'm not explaining it
No,
well.
what I'm saying is like I know this is connecting with this, right?
Yeah.
But so far right now, new word is an empty string.
It is. It is. But because it's empty, it's absolutely going to be less than the length of the elements in the words array. So if both of these conditions are true, which they both are, right? Because words 0 is 0 and is less than words I, which it
Yeah.
currently starts at 0. But the if statement keeps checking the loop, and the loop keeps iterating, keeps incrementing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Uh,
so it keeps changing the value of
new word.
right.
Mhm. So when this new word get to hello
Hmm.
and he wanna continue, well, he's not less than correct, so he will return hello.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Grace. Hi.
Oh my goodness.
But it makes sense now, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, it makes sense. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh, I both love and hate everything we're doing right now. Oh,
I hate problems.
but you love them at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just ready to work on like projects. Let's just do projects. Just that's it. Just projects.
The thing is that I want to do the project, but it's like I'm just like, am I really ready?
It does. It don't matter if you're ready. It has to get done.
No,
Like,
that's
how am I gonna do it if I don't? You know what I mean? Like, am I
No, I get
like?
it. I mean, I've been thinking about it for 2 days and just avoiding it. So like, I get it, but we're gonna have to jump into absolutely
like
doing this snowman, which
question that I've been asking myself is like how to start. Like what I gonna do. That's why I haven't started the project yet. Still not starting the project because I don't know I don't know what to do. Like how are even gonna check made up things like when you keep the counting of each time the user guess and
mhm. There's like a lot of elements to this game. Like one, it's keeping count of how many guesses everyone has. It's
yes.
displaying the revealing the letters, right? Because there's already something that's gonna randomize the words, so that's we don't have to worry about that. That's like one of the built-in. That's part of like the start code that they're giving us, right?
Hmm.
So there's that. What is it? We have to like display like the underscores, which that should probably shouldn't be too hard. I can see that in like a simple like if else statement and stuff like that. But there's a lot of little things to the game. But because we all have to make the exact same thing, I think it makes more sense to like work in a group. And then I guess if you want to like stylize the game afterwards, that's something that you can do on your own, right?
No, working in a group is could be a good goal.
Yeah, I'm definitely not working on it alone because I'm spending all my time going over this stuff for the examination, for the not the exam, the I mean it's the same thing, the assessment.
Hey, I gonna rub this one, and then I'm done. I'm tossed. I wake up today at 4.
Yeah, you definitely got up early for work. I'm probably gonna head out too in
But
a few minutes.
do you get a closer with this one, including 0?
What is it asking us to do? What?
Uh, it's just that return if a given number includes 0,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So parameter number return a value, a boolean. So if none equals 0, and at first I put this, just that, equals 0 return true, else return false.
Yeah, take that out. Let's.
But didn't pass.
Well, it's saying include 0, so we can't say if it's necessarily just equal to 0 because that would mean the number is just 0 alone, right?
Yes.
So we need more to our logic. I swear to God, I thought it passed, and I was about to just real whole shut down my computer, but like tonight is not the night. Like just.
Yeah. So
I was like, oh, I clearly don't know what's happening here. I need to go.
Yeah, that's not passing because you're saying the number is a number 0.
Right. Yeah. We want to target all the numbers that have 0 in it and not just be the number 0.
Mm-hmm. There is an includes method. I just don't know if it works on numbers.
Don't worry, I'm here to the rescue. Let me look it up. This is what I spend all day doing, is like looking up what some of this stuff does. Okay.
because before, yeah, it was kind of different.
Method. The includes method determines whether a string contains the characters of a specified string. This method returns true if the string contains the characters and false if not. We're not using a string though. Our data type is just strictly a number, right?
Yeah, but we could turn it into a string.
We could.
Mm-hmm. So let string equal num dot toString, I think it's called.
Yeah.
To turn it into a string.
So a little bit behind. Got it.
It's fine.
You were saying?
So we want to turn 0 into a string, and so we want to change the data type. That way we can use a string method. So what we're going to do is we're going to change num equals 0 dot toString, I think. Don't quote me.
None equals 0 dot.
Yeah, toString. I think that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
That already looks wrong, but hold on.
Yeah. Wait, I'm so confused.
Hold on.
I think you should create a variable outside of this if statement.
Oh, I don't Java. That's not right.
Like let string equal.
So she wants you, yeah.
Equal num dot toString.
So where I told you to put
parentheses.
Where I told you to put the dot toString in the if statement, take that out.
Yeah. Actually, take out the entire thing in the parentheses in the if statement.
I was like, that looks super wrong already.
And then you want to check if this string now the number is the string. You want to check if this string has 0 in it. So string dot includes is a method that we wanted to use.
So you say string dot include.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And parentheses 0.
But 0 we put it as a number or as a string in that case.
Yeah, number's totally fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why we turned the number into a string, because we want to use the includes method. It's just easier.
And it only works with strings. It's a string method, so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's also an array method, so string and not important. Yep, strings.
Yeah. And we're saying like, does the string have 0 in it?
Mhm.
That's it.
Mm.
Did it
Seems like
pass?
it can pass. I don't know how big is the what we are checking. Number includes.
Yep,
Well,
it passed. Perfect.
it passed.
Nice. All right, guys. I'm going to do something else.
I'm gonna take a shower and I go, nah.
Sounds
Same.
good.
I'm done. I'm seriously, I can't think.
Listen, I'm about to take a 30-minute like break to do something, and then I'm about to jump back into like this stuff.
I need to eat. I need to shower. I need to
Another
sleep.
day, if it would be another day, I will stay. Well, you see till what time we stayed yesterday.
We were up till
And I
close to
had to
what
wake up at
12.
4. I was like,
As
guys,
soon as you said that, I was just like, leave now, go to bed.
And go to sleep, Alexander.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
yeah, I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I mean,
annoy
we
people.
still have tomorrow. They say what we gonna do tomorrow. Like,
Uh, it might be another free day. I might do a bit of independent study tomorrow because the groups get overwhelming and nothing feels like it happens. So
so let me check just a little bit what you were mentioning about what we're supposed to read because otherwise I'm gonna forget.
oh yeah, so if you go to the calendar, it will show you that there's some pre-reading that needs to be done and something needs to be submitted.
Review 7. Well,
It's
I
like
don't have anything.
VTS pair programming should be like the title of it.
I literally wrote one sentence.
No, I don't have anything like that.
What do you mean? You're not special, Alex. You, if I have it, you have it.
Seriously.
Share your screen. Share your screen. So we can, actually no, don't share your screen because I'm streaming. Let me stop the stream. Hold on. Let me take care of